have a very special treat for you here. No trick, it's the NBA on Halloween. It's a special October 31st. Matchup. This is Kevin Harlan. And with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. For the Pacers right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start to the road trip here.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
And that's what makes it fun. You love seeing these two teams go head-to-head. They're going all out.
Now here is Hardaway. That one off the back iron and out.
I don't think many knew what to expect from Domantas Sabonis after his trade to Indiana. But what they got is a very smart basketball player who's got size, feel, and skill.
6 on the shot clock. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, you've got to mix up your looks and where you score from. And right now, Klay Thompson, the mid-range jumper on point.
And here is Burke. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And for Sabonis, a big part was just getting more chances to develop.
And I think, Kevin, we see that quite often with young players. But his most impressive aspect is the court awareness he possesses. Let's remember, Domantas has Arvydas, one of the all-time great big men passers, as his dad.
Now Burke, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Outside Hardaway. Vonleh at the elbow. Over Sabonis. The shot by Vonleh no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Oladipo for 3. Now here's Burke. Over Collison. And that one's good. Burke.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Thompson outside. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Thompson's got 5.
That Thompson's so quick to pull the trigger. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he is ready to fire.
Here's Hardaway. That shot misses. So Indiana will take it the other way. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Thompson. The 3. And Indiana, another 3. And it's Burke with the ball for the New York Knicks. 6-point game. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Hardaway with the steal. And Burke has it in the corner. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Over Hezonja. Burke grabs the miss. And the Knicks with possession here. Trailing by 2. From deep 3-point range. And Hezonja gets it to go. Outside Collison. Pass to Thompson. And stolen by Hezonja. And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Burke.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Oladipo outside. Thompson outside. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And 11 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
And here are the Pacers now. It's Oladipo on the wing. Over Hardaway. Oladipo misses.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Now here's Burke. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Collison. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Doris, you were the first female commentator to ever call a Knicks game on radio or television, and I imagine you remember that first broadcast very well.
I sure do, Kevin. It was against the Bucks. I filled in for the great Clyde Frazier, and the Knicks had just made it to the finals the year before, so it was exciting on a number of levels.
Esteban Lay. Over Sabonis. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Even though Oladipo didn't spend a lot of time on the Thunder, he does credit his time there, Doris, as a big factor in his development.
He points specifically at Russell Westbrook and the amount of work Westbrook puts into his game. So what did Oladipo do? He changed his frame and he changed his work habits, and that led to an incredible season last year.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Knox. Now here's Lee. All sorts of time. And they pick up 2.
Remarkable speed by Lee. Really gets a shot up quickly.
Oladipo outside. And here's Sabonis. Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Reed. Over Dedmon. Reed misses. Here's Dotson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Here's Evans. Thompson left side. Launches a 3. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now here's Lee. Got a piece of it. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Evans with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Thompson outside. A 3-ball. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. No good from Lee.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Evans right side. Over Burke. Here's Sabonis. Pass to Oladipo. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Oladipo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the paint. Here's Dedmon. Up and in on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Indiana leading. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And Dwayne Dedmon, a player who started his NBA career late, was a rookie at age 24 and then floated around to several teams. But he has gone from being an end-of-the-bench guy to an important rotation player in just the last few seasons.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Pass to Thompson. Back to Evans. The kick out to Young. Hits the three-point bomb. Young's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, you know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him is he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a three-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility.
And here is Lynn after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. And a wide-open look for Lee. Misses the three.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Now Evans. No points in the game yet for him. Thompson right side. Just 5 on the clock. Again, Indiana.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Here's Knox. And the layup's good off the glass. Knox has got his first 2 points.
Oh, my goodness. That is how to attack the rim. Don't give the defense time to react. That's beautiful.
.156 left to play in the first quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Evans.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there. And instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
Now here's Lynn. Pass to Dotson. From deep. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Here's Lynn. Shoots a three. Bangs home the trifecta. And now just a 5-point Pacer lead.
Well, you love that Courtney Lee, a tremendous shooter, is willing to give it up when he sees a guy open. That's good stuff.
Young taking his time here. Back to Evans. Shoots over Lynn. And it's Evans missing. New York with the ball. .58 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Dedmon. And there are the Knicks with another bucket. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Evans outside. Right wing. Outside Collison. Lets the three fly. And Tyreke Evans, good for three. Evans has got himself on the board with three there. .24 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Dotson. Lee outside. 5 on the clock. And Lee with the stuff.
And when Lee is using that speed on the attack, he's very dangerous. Crafty, nifty, shifty, you name it, he's got it.
Here's Evans. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Well, that's outstanding execution, Greg. You always want to get the last shot of the quarter.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Pacers up by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
Well, court vision, Doris, one of those intangible skills. You had it when you played, and when it comes to seeing the floor, I'm sure you have people that impress you with the way they see what's going on.
Kevin, I feel very lucky and fortunate to have witnessed one of the seminal players of his generation and arguably the greatest passer in the history of the NBA, and that's LeBron James. I mean, this guy's ability to make any pass, to put a 50-foot pass on a rope from one side of the floor, maybe from the hash mark to the opposite corner, and put it in the shooting pocket of different players is mind-boggling. At the center spot, you've got the young and talented and pass-first center of Nikola Jokic. And then, of course, the man who, to me, for a 10-year stretch, was the best pure point guard in the NBA, and that's Chris Paul. And listen, historically, some of the guys I loved watching, Steve Nash, John Stockton, I loved Mo Cheeks. Listen, I'm very partial to men who want to distribute the basketball and who take special relish in watching guys score baskets off their work.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the Pacers have been a huge surprise since they traded away Paul George. Now, Coach Nate McMillan said, for us, it's about developing that culture and that identity, and we're still doing that. I think we're only starting to scratch the surface. Kevin?
No doubt, David, they've got some promising young players on that team. Thank you. Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
There's just an innate sense from Victor Oladipo of when to get after it on the steals end of things. This guy's defensive instincts are impressive.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Back to Collison. To the inside. Here's Trier. Down low. Young with the steal. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Inside. Reed. It's rebounded by New York.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Here's Knox, 13 feet away. And there's another one for the Knicks. And so it's Indiana with it. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Back to Collison.
And to me, throughout his career, Darren Collison has always been smart about shot selection, right? He is very choosy about when to call his own number, and that results in great shooting percentages for him year after year.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
On the wing, Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Sabonis grabs the board.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Three-pointer. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Ntilikina. To the middle. Stolen by O'Quinn. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Collison. Here's the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
Oladipo outside. And here's Thompson. He's got 16. Count that one.
Can we remember that Klay Thompson once put 37 in a single 12-minute stretch of NBA basketball? We know he can fill it up.
Pass to Lee. Here's Knox. Over Thompson. Knox misses. Thompson surveying the floor. Oladipo right side. Over Hardaway. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
A solid shooter from pretty much anywhere on the floor. I love how Victor Oladipo stays focused on quality shots.
Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Puts it up from 12. Now, here's Vonleh. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 2 to shoot. And again, New York with the triple.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Thompson outside. Lets the three fly. Kept alive by Indiana. Indiana moving the ball around. Back to O'Quinn. Knicks with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Pass to Knox. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Knox. Defended by Sabonis. Here's Ntilikina. From deep three-point range. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Timeout called the Pacers. Indoors for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics, and the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example. Thompson with the bucket.
Boy, what strength from Klay Thompson. Somehow gets the tough shots to fall.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Yeah, it's not often that you can land a franchise player via trade, but that's what the Pacers were able to do with Victor Oladipo.
And now the question becomes for Indiana, how do you build around Victor Oladipo, right? The front office has done a great job the last few seasons collecting talent. They continue to add shooting on the perimeter to help space the floor, and now you're starting to see some inside scoring threats develop. This is an interesting organization.
Young outside. Pass to McDermott. There's the triple. Out to Thompson. To the inside. Now McDermott. From deep. He doesn't hit that one. Knicks trail by 3. Hardaway with it. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Hardaway has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Thompson from long range. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And Vonleh has it in the corner. Back to Burke. Pulls it from the elbow. And it falls over the rim and in. Burke's got 8.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Young outside. McDermott with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Out to Thompson. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Pacers lead by 2.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Evans outside. Pass to O'Quinn. Young outside. Back to O'Quinn. Out to Thompson. Wing shot on the way. That shot no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here's Vonleh. It doesn't go for him. Good defensive work there by Young. So it's the Pacers now. They've led by as much as 10. Thompson outside. It's Evans on the wing. Pass to O'Quinn. Over Robinson. The shot's good from O'Quinn. And now a 4-point Pacer lead.
Well, you've got to be able to pick your spots if you're not the primary option. And Kyle O'Quinn on the catch and shoot, nice.
And the rejection by Evans. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And Indiana making a change here. There's 1:54 left to play in the first half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Just 4 to shoot. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Nice jump shot. Good. Hardaway has got 9.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Holiday surveying the floor. Inside. The kick out to Young. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
That free throw good from Thaddeus Young. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well. Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Pacers leading by 3. Holiday, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. McDermott can't get it to go.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Burke. Pass to Azania. The wide open look here for Vonleh. And again, it's New York. And here's Evans. 5 points in the game. Holiday left side. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Indiana leading to the left wing. A three ball bangs home the trifecta. Holiday's got the first basket of the third quarter for Indiana.
You hope that's a wake-up call for the defense, boys, because you give them that clean a look and it's over.
Here's Hardaway. Right side Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. Hardaway goes in. That's tipped. Robinson down low. Here's Vonleh. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
Boy, they're slow coming out of halftime. Just 0 for 3 to start this half.
Pass to Young. Holiday with the 3. Kept alive by Indiana.
Listen, we know this about Thaddeus Young. He has very long arms. He's a nuisance on the glass. Big-time energy guy.
Outside Hardaway. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They've led by as much as 10.
They were hoping for a fast start. Instead, they're 0 for 4.
McDermott for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now it's a 9-point Pacer lead.
Well, we know that McDermott came into the league with a reputation as a dead-eye shooter. Get your hands up and contest or he'll make you pay.
That'll be a 5-second call. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Up top, Burke. 10 points for him. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Burke's got 12 points in the game. Thompson outside. Now, here's Sabonis. No points in the game yet for him. Just 5 on the clock. The shot from 20 feet away. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. And the Pacers lead by 9. Well, he was fired by the Grizzlies 19 games into last season, Doris, but Coach David Fizdale with a fresh start now with the Knicks in New York.
Well, you think about in Memphis, he tried to shift from the grit and grind to a more modern NBA style, and I think he encountered some resistance there. With the Knicks, more of a clean slate, a chance to build the culture from the ground up.
Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to. Oh, that's unbelievable.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. A A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good on the three. Here's Hardaway. He's got 9. Pass to Vonleh. New York needs to get off a shot. From deep. Hardaway, no good.
There are going to be times, I think, when it's okay to take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he can make that, but that particular distance is not his specialty.
Thompson misses.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Once considered a huge bust, Mario Hezonja has started to come alive and find his place in the NBA.
Let's remember, this is a man who got his rookie option declined and had to make the most of some chances and showed he still has upside last season. This guy was thought to be on the verge of leaving the NBA, but is starting to come around.
Knicks trail by 7. Burke with it. He's got 12. Pass to Lee. Shoots over McDermott. He can't get it to go. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. There's the 3. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Pacers.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
It's Oladipo on the wing. He's got 9. Shoots over Lynn, and it comes off the front of the rim. Here's Knox. Dedmon in the high post. Now Burke. Over Sabonis. New York, no good that time either. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Out left to the wing. Pass to Reed. Evans, that's a 2-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. New York calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Pass to Dedmon. Here's Trier. Reed covering. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Here's Trier. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Dedmon. Some solid defense from Reed.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Dedmon. Reed with the steal. On the wing, Thompson. Lets it fly from 18. And again, it's Indiana.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Timeout called the Pacers. Well, last year, pretty much a lost year for Lynn. Tore his patella tendon on opening night. And, Doris, that was it.
Yeah, that was hard to watch for Jeremy Lin because you know he's put in the time and was penciled in for a big role with Brooklyn. So nice to see him step back between the lines and continue playing.
Oladipo outside. The shot's good. Collison making the play. And 12 points for Victor Oladipo.
It is such a treat to have a point guard like Collison. He is so effective orchestrating this offense.
Here's Knox. Lee outside. Sinks the triple. Lee's got 7.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Thompson outside. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Thompson's got 28.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Trier, and there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Trier. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Collison will bring it up for the Pacers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. The wide open look here for Oladipo. And Indiana, another 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And here is Lynn. 5 points in the game. Lee outside. Here's Knox. Nails it from the high post. 16. He has 6. Indiana leading by 16. Oladipo outside. From deep three-point range. They get it again. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got his second bucket of the night.
If you do not put a body on Kyle O'Quinn, you will pay the price because he is a tremendous offensive rebounder.
Here's Thompson. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And that's now 30 points for Klay Thompson.
Boy, his output has been impressive today, and it doesn't look like he's done cooking just yet.
Lee outside. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Klay Thompson has a reputation as a long, tenacious defender. This guy excels at realizing when to go for it.
Dedmon's shot is off.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
Pass to Thompson. Again, Indiana.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
New York with the ball. Here's Trier. Looking for Lee, gets it there. New York moving the ball around to stop the run. Hits it from three-point range. Lee's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for New York.
Yeah, just no reason Lee should be left to shoot open shots from there. He's a remarkable long-distance shooter.
Back to Collison. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Cuts off the pass. Here's Trier. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
So it's the Knicks now. Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Well, excellent at taking what the defense gives him. Courtney Lee, a difficult cover in pick-and-roll situations.
Outside Collison. Pass to Sabonis. Takes a 3. The kick out to Collison. Second chance shot. Dedmon with the block. And so it's the Indiana Pacers taking a 19-point lead into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Knicks trail by 19. Outside, Lynn. Over Holiday. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Knicks. Evans outside. Pass to Thompson. Knocks down the 3 ball. Thompson's got 35 in the game.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Here's Dotson. Here's Knox, guarded by Holiday. Lee bounce pass. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. It's Evans on the wing. Picked his pocket. Out to the right wing. Knox. The rebound by Young.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Shot clock at 6. Evans trying to get open. Good on the bucket. 37 points for Klay Thompson.
I think you have to appreciate the versatility of Klay Thompson's game. This guy not just an outside shooter now. He can get near the rack.
To the paint. Here's Dedmon. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. And he recovers it. A nice shot by Lynn.
How pretty was that turnaround? That is one of the slick moves in the business.
Pass to Holiday. Doors with a more punitive luxury tax, draft picks with their cost-controlled salaries. never more important than they are today.
No doubt, Kevin. I think teams are very hesitant to part with first-round picks because they have been critical. But I think you also have to consider the second-round picks as being valuable assets. Think about the Golden State Warriors. In each of the last 2 years, they have purchased for money a second-round pick from another organization. And both times, those players ended up being critical parts of the rotation. Every draft pick, first or second round, has value. I'll tell you, it takes fantastic vision and flawless timing to produce an assist like that.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Boy, when you look at the New York Knicks and their recent draft history, they didn't have a first rounder in 2012, 2014, and 2016. They're obviously feeling the effects of that now, Kev.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Holiday. Pass to Reed. Over Robinson. Young left side to the middle. Here's Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And on the subject of draft picks, with the salary cap, Doris, it really helps to get production from guys who are still on rookie contracts.
Well, Kevin, there is no doubting the fact that every roster spot has huge value in today's NBA. With the game played at the fast pace that we see nowadays, you've got to have production up and down the roster. Those rookie contracts help in your overall salary structure, and that's why those are so key.
Now here's McDermott. Misses off the right iron.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
And here are the Pacers now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Holiday with it. And it's Lynn picking him up. Here's Young. Dotson with the rebound.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Back to Hezonja. New York, no good that time either. And so Young will bring it up for the Pacers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Hard to think that Thaddeus Young has been in the league since 2007. But Doris still puts up numbers.
Well, he does, Kevin, and that's because he runs the floor hard. He's dangerous in transition. He's going to score. He's going to rebound, and teammates love him.
G League last season experimenting, Doris, with coaches' challenges of certain calls during games. You see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA?
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League. And what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
That's your first personal foul.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for New York, Mario Hezonja.
And he's good on the second. This Pacers team can be suffocating at times on the defensive end.
Well, it starts at the point of attack because this is a group that loves to pester the ball handler. How about last year, those Pacers were second in the league in turnover percentage on defense.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Right. If you want to get back in the game, you simply can't afford to let long-range shooters get comfortable.
Hodson can't hit. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Time now for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York gave us some information. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Well, and barring any of those setbacks, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back ahead of the schedule they've laid out for him.
They get it again. Pass to Knox. Shot clock at 5. They need this. Hazanya's shot is off. And it's Indiana's ball. Thaddeus Young on the wing. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Shoots. Nice touch on the bank shot.
You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
Holiday with it. Pass to Young. Over Thomas. Again, Indiana.
I'll tell you, this game belongs to Thaddeus Young right now. He is getting great looks at the bucket.
Here's Trier. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boys, ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
Klay Thompson.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Down low. Shoots. He's good with the little jumper in close. And it's 9 points for Noah Vonleh.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
How about the Indiana Pacers last year? There were so many that predicted them to be a lottery candidate, and instead they end up with 48 wins, finishes the 5th seed in the East. Woo-hoo, what a year.
On defense, the Knicks. Outside Holiday. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Vonleh. And Doris, the Pacers were one of last season's biggest surprises.
How about they took LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers to a Game 7 in the first round? That's the first time a team has ever taken LeBron to Game 7 in the opening round of the playoffs. Yes, they lost, but what a great learning experience for a young team.
Back to Holiday. Makes it off the glass. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man and you deliver the ball right away.
That one off the back iron and out.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
New York with the ball. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Trier. Over Evans. And the rejection by Evans. Wide open look. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, and the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Here's Dotson. No good that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Here's Ntilikina. Outside Thomas. To the middle. Here's Vonleh. No good off the front iron.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Pass to Leaf. To the paint. Now McDermott. Shot clock at 5. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 35. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. .132 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Trier. They need this one. Offensive rebound. Vonleh. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. Shot clock at 6. And here is Thomas, guarded by Holiday. Thomas gets the bucket.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Indiana.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Klay Thompson.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Out to the wing. Here's Leaf. No good with the triple. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Boy, nice team basketball being played right there. You see the open man and you deliver the ball right away.
Now Holiday. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the